cactus mug is out, so y'all know what time it is. We are doing my annual cactus and succulent video, which I'm so excited about. My gosh, I've been putting this off like crazy. I don't even have, well, there's been several things, but it still does not excuse how late I'm doing this. These plants should have been outside a month ago now. We are in July. It's way too late to be putting these out. I mean, it's not too late. I'm still gonna do it, but I'm just running behind. And yeah, I don't even know why. I don't even know why. I am who I am. So I don't know. But today we are going to be, okay, so here's the situation. I am waiting on cactus and succulent mix for anybody that needs to be repotted, and I'm also waiting on 2 more plants that I'm adding into my collection that I'm very excited about. I've had both of them in the past, so you may have some guesses. 2 that I really loved that I got rid of, you know, over the last several years for whatever reason. I have missed them, so I'm bringing them back into the collection. So I'm gonna be starting this video today. I wanna get my monkey tail outside. Like, we have things that can be done right away, but you are gonna see me pop in probably once or twice more. But it's fine because you're gonna see this all in one video anyway. So really, to you, it makes no difference. But for me, I'm like getting anxiety because I'm waiting too long to start this. So we need to get cracking here. So yeah, like I said, today I'm just gonna be kind of doing updates, getting some guys outside, and just getting the ball rolling here. But I don't have my potting mix, and I don't have all my plants, and I would like to have them all in my annual video. You know what I mean? I do also need to finish setting up the stand that a lot of these plants are gonna go on the deck, which I'm gonna do over the next couple of days. But yeah, things are happening. It's all gonna get done by the time you see this video, so it's fine. So we're gonna be kind of in and out during this video, and luckily I am wearing my glasses from Pear, which easily convert from this to this. Yes, these are the coolest glasses ever, and yes, Pear is sponsoring today's video, which I really appreciate, so thank you so much to them, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about these. I have been loving the convenience of being able to switch my glasses up, especially for the summer with these sun tops. I've been using these like crazy, so convenient, and that is the cool thing about Pear. You pick out your base frames. I'm currently wearing the Ella, which I absolutely love, and you guys have been giving me a lot of compliments on them, which I really appreciate. I feel like the tortoise shell is the perfect kind of neutral for me, but I can easily switch them up depending on my mood. Some of my favorite top frames right now are these maroon ones. I just feel like this color is so fun and cute, and I've never had glasses this color before, so it's so cool to just be able to switch my regular glasses into something completely different. Pear's website has a virtual try-on, which helped me decide not only on my base frame but also on which top frames I wanted. They have so many different top frames to choose from, and something that I love is that they do different collabs. I picked out these top frames from their collab with the Van Gogh Museum, which is just so cool. So these are the Wild Roses top frames, and they're so cute and fun. I love the ability to just try something that is maybe a little bit out of your comfort zone. I've already been getting so much use out of these glasses. They have been fantastic. If you want to check out Pear for yourself, I will have them linked down below in the description box, and if you use my code WildFernGift15, you will get a free gift with your purchase. It's a good tea. I combined some different herbal teas. I was running low on several of them, so I just put them all into one. Maybe I will actually do the maroon for the rest of this video because that's cute and fun. Okay, so these spiky gals here, I don't even know where to start. So my spiral cactus, okay, my camera already shut off from overheating, so that's not a great start, but we're continuing. Yeah, the color's kind of pale. It just, I don't know, maybe it's a lighting thing. Maybe I'm not watering it enough, although I think I am, like, I don't know. But I kind of want to switch this into the cactus and succulent mix when it arrives, because this is just like a DIY situation that I did, and it's like mostly perlite. I don't know. I don't think it's the best, so I might repot this when that arrives. It's hanging in there. It's been in the south window over the winter time, so that's probably not great for it because I do live in the Pacific Northwest, so there's not a ton of sunshine happening. but I'm sure he'll be happy to be moved outside for the rest of the summer. Next, one that I am very happy with is my fairy castle cactus. I think I always want to call it the fairy tale cactus, but it's fairy castle, I think. This is obviously the variegated one, and it's just so cute. I love just how like clustered it looks, just so many little growth points all clustered together. I don't know, I just think that it looks really cool. I think it's really fun that it's variegated. This is one of my only, if not my only plant that's actually potted into terracotta, and I really like it in this pot. It's a cactus, obviously, which is the only reason I have it in terracotta. I don't do terracotta for my tropicals anymore because it's just too hard to keep them hydrated. But yeah, so cute. Really, really happy with how this one is doing. And it's been living under the growth light over the winter time. That seems to have been sufficient for it. But yeah, I'm excited to get it outside and kind of see what it does for me. Just after having 2 to 3 months outside, I can probably push till the end of September to have these guys outside. I might have to even bring them in a little bit sooner. It just kind of depends what the summer looks like this year. But yeah, this one I'm happy with. It's looking good. Okay, next we have my, what even is this? Haworthia obtusa black grape, that's right. Okay, so I downsized my Haworthia. I used to have like 4 of these, I think, which were all kind of similar but different. And I decided to keep the obtusa black grape because it just, I don't know, I liked how dark the coloring was and how just like squishy. Like I love these like see-through kind of leaves. I just think that it's such a cool plant and I love it in this pot. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite pots that I own. This is from Solarium Studios, who I think is maybe releasing some new ceramics in July. So I'll try to remember to link her shop down below because gosh, she just makes the cutest pots, and this size is like perfect for cactus and succulents. But yeah, this one, I mean, it's doing fine. I'm not really an expert in care for these. I think that they don't need as much light as other succulents do, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, it's just kind of steadily growing. I think it had maybe a bit of a rough patch, but now it's not looking too bad. I don't know. It's cute though. It's so cute. I kind of wish that I like appreciated this one more often because now I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait, I'm kind of obsessed with it. So there's that guy, my one Haworthia, which is kind of sad, but I was just feeling like I don't need a million plants that are like kind of similar but different, you know, or like very similar but kind of different, I guess would be a better way to say it. So yeah, this is who I'm left with, and I guess I'll just extra appreciate this one. I guess I'm not doing this in any particular, I'm just mixing cactus and succulents, whatever. Okay, so next, my Stapelia. This is now the only Stapelia that I have. I used to have a Grandiflora, which was the one that I had for longer. Like I had that one for multiple years. You would have seen it in my other videos, and that one like actively flowered for me. It was great. But then I decided that I was just going to choose one of them to keep, and I chose the, did I say, this is Gigantea. This is Stapelia Gigantea. I choose this one to keep because it hasn't flowered for me yet, but I really want to see that massive bloom on it. So if it would flower for me this summer, that would be so fantastic. I think I got this in 2023, so it's going to be 3 years with this plant, which is kind of crazy that it hasn't flowered for me yet because I feel like my Stapelia grandiflora would flower for me very readily and while it was young. Like I don't even think I had that plant for a year by the time it first flowered for me. So this one is definitely taking its time compared to that one, and I don't really know why, but I'm happy to have it. I love just like are these leaves? I don't know. Yeah, I guess the leaves on it. I love Stapelia because these are like fuzzy, which you don't really know unless you own one, but they are. They're very soft and fuzzy. The Grandiflora is the same way. So I just really recommend these. I think that they're so cool. Fairly common as well. Like you can find these at plant shops, and I guess plant shops is where you buy plants. I don't know if the big box store would have them or not, but yeah. Really love this guy and really hoping for flowers this year. This is just in my DIY mix as well, which doesn't look great, but I think I'm just gonna leave it because I think it's happy. Like, I'm not really seeing, like, it looks fine to me. It looks pretty good actually. So if it would just flower for me, that would be great. This one also lives on the shelf behind me here under the Grove light, and seems to be happy with that over the winter time. I feel like when I put these guys out for the summer, like if you've watched my past videos and whatnot, then you know a lot of them end up flowering for me and having a growth spurt once they are actually outside. So that's why I'm so excited to get them out and to just, like, you know, get this going. Let's get this growth show on the road. Okay, next we have my Crassula Buddha's Temple, which is one of my favorite plants. This is actually also a handmade pot from Solarium Studios. I just love this plant. It is so funky and interesting and strange. And again, these are like fairly common. They're not hard to find if you just go check out your nursery, or like I know a lot of places online sell them as well. But just how geometric and interesting they are, I'm obsessed. This one now has growth coming off of different points and also a ton of pups down here in the pot. I'm really impressed with how this looks actually. Like, the growth is so tight together, even though this has just been overwintered under my Grove grow light. It looks so weird. Like, look at that. It's just so strange and so interesting to look at. I kind of wish, like, as much as I appreciate having this little display down here with these plants, I kind of wish they were somewhere more eye level, because these are some of the most interesting plants in my collection, and I feel like, I mean, I appreciate them, but I don't really get to see them up close and personal unless it's watering day. But yeah, this looks like a dead part. I'm just gonna, there's like one little crispy bit. I'm gonna pull that off. This is in a nice cactus and succulent mix from Very Plants, the Molly's cactus and succulent, and it's very happy with that. So I don't think I need to bother this one this year, honestly. Like, a lot of them I don't really need to bother unless I want to upgrade the mix. Like with the spiral cactus, I'm talking about switching that out. Yeah, I might upgrade, but the ones that are doing well or that are already in a nice mix, they don't really need to be messed with, because these types of plants, you don't have to be repotting them every single year. So I feel like the last couple of years I was having to repot, but now, like, these guys are just kind of stable. They're in like good sized pots and I don't really have many changes to make. But yeah, we'll kind of take it plant by plant. Like, this one also is just in my DIY, so I could switch this to a nice cactus and succulent mix when it arrives. This is my Mammillaria something. I'll have to look because y'all informed me last year. But this plant, I actually didn't think I was gonna have this year because I left this. So a couple of my cactus got left on the deck over the winter time. I was unwell in the fall, so even bringing the ones that I did bring back in, like all of these guys, I'm lucky that I even had the capacity to do that in September, or I don't even know when I brought them in, September, October, who knows. But some of them got left out there for, I don't even know the reason. I don't even know. Maybe I was like, I'll bring them in later and I just didn't. I don't know. But they got left out there all winter, and I know that a lot of cactus can handle cooler temperatures, so I wasn't so worried about that. But I also was surprised that they actually survived the entire winter. I will say we didn't get snow last winter, so it wasn't a very cold winter, but I just brought this back in like a month ago and watered it. It went from probably August or September would have been the last time it was watered, and then I didn't water it again until like April or May. So that's pretty crazy, and it was blooming like crazy. That's actually how it caught my eye. I was out there and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this cactus living and blooming for me? It had a cute little flower crown, which is what I love about these ones. I just bought this as like a really cheap one, I think last year. And yeah, it was flowering for me and I was like, oh my gosh, he lives. So I brought this guy in, started watering him, of course, started fertilizing again, and popped him in the south window. And now he needs to go back out soon. But yeah, I might actually switch this into the cactus mix when it arrives, because I don't know, this plant, it's not a fancy cactus, so I guess I just ended up neglecting it a little bit. But he's proven himself to me. He's a trooper, and I think that I should actually start taking care of him. So there's that. Okay, and then we have one of my only ones that actually lives indoors year round. Maybe I should put this out for the summer, because I do have like spots where I could hang this on my deck. So I might actually put this out just for fun. This is my rat tail cactus, and this one I really don't do much for. It is just such a chill plant. Lives in my south window. I water it. This honestly kind of gets treated like my tropicals because it's just living amongst all of them. But it is my rat tail cactus, and it does have some like really long, like this one is so long. Do you see that? That's so crazy. Didn't flower for me this year. Don't know what's up with that. Like, is she mad at me? I don't know. Maybe I will put this outside now that I'm thinking about it. And I don't really know if it needs to be repotted because I haven't looked. So let's check it out. Oh, it feels dry right now. I do need to water all of my plants later today. Okay, so this is in my Molly's cactus and succulent mix, it looks like. And I don't think that I need to repot it, honestly. I think I just need to keep up with watering a little bit better, maybe. But yeah, I think I've decided I'm gonna put this outside for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, and then we have my variegated bear paw succulent, which I honestly forget about this all the time because it just hangs out on my south window and it doesn't cause any trouble. I just water it every so often. Very chill plant, but very cute. I thought of getting rid of this when I was doing my downsizing, but I just couldn't do it. Like, this plant I've had for so long, and I don't know, it was one of the first succulents that I really fell in love with. And it smells like honey. It's just such a cool plant, so I decided to keep it. These are actually propagations that I did last year, so I will link my previous cactus and succulent annual videos. But last year, these were probably just cuttings. I ended up just sticking them into this cactus and succulent mix and stuck this outside, watered it through. Eventually they rooted, and now it's this little plant, which is so cool. And I restarted it because my mother, the original plant, was getting really leggy. I think it looks a lot better now, but I'm just gonna have to stay on top of watering so that I don't end up with the same problem again. But really cute plant. I love this one, and I really like it in this pot as well. Like, well, it has this plastic thing, which doesn't look great, but protects the windowsill. Yeah, this is just such like a cute setup. So this one is doing really well, and I don't think it, I mean, it obviously doesn't need to be repotted. It just rooted into this last summer. Okay, and lastly, the monkey tail. Oh my gosh, which, it's so big and heavy. Let me get situated here. Okay, this is the monkey tail. Currently, it is huge and chaotic looking, and it put out so many new baby tails over the winter time. I had this under my Soltech Versa light for the entire winter, and it did so well under that light and just gave me a ton of new growth. So this plant's doing great. I'm gonna set him down. I can't do this. Okay, yeah, he's doing great, amazing. I feel like I kind of let go of my expectations of having that perfect Instagram ready picturesque monkey tail, and I've just embraced how chaotic mine looks because it's just, I don't know. It is what it is, and I feel like this is a really cool plant in its own way, And yeah, it's just really hard, I think, in my climate to get like that really even growth. I think you need a lot of light for that. At least I think that that's the issue, or like maybe it's humidity. I don't know. Something about my climate just makes this plant want to grow chaotically. So that's fine. What we're gonna be doing is putting this plant back into the macrame hanger that it was in last year. Again, I don't want to repot. Like, I really only want to repot this plant when I feel like I genuinely have to, because oh gosh, especially at this size, it is just such a task that I don't want to have to be dealing with very often. So what I'm going to do is put some Osmocote slow release fertilizer in here, because I'm mostly going to be watering this with my garden hose from now on. And yeah, then we're going to go hang him outside and watch him thrive. He loved being out there last year. I'm going to put him in the exact same spot, so I'm feeling pretty confident about that. The only thing is that I'm pretty sure this is the macrame that fits him, and my Hoya serpens is gonna get kicked out. Oh gosh, it's tangled. Oh gosh, there. Need to find another way to hang this plant, but that will be a task for later. Don't need this water tray right now. Oh yeah, I'm trying to think of how I did this last year. I think that I looped this around my arbor outside. Didn't I? Okay, so I'm gonna have to go put this out there first and then bring the plant out. I'm gonna go do that quickly, and I'm gonna grab my Osmocote fertilizer. Okay, I just hung that macrame up, so we're gonna take him out in a second here, but I wanna add some Osmocote Plus. Probably gonna just try to work it in a little bit. Gosh. Yeah, I want to give him a pretty good flush through when I get out there with the hose. Ow! Got a spike. Oh my gosh, I literally have my phone set up out there, and I forgot that I haven't even put this. Oh, the thing's out there. Oh my gosh. I'm losing my mind. I was like, wait, it's not even in the macrame yet. It's because I hung the macrame. You guys, I literally was just fighting for my life to get this plant hung up here with you. And then I came to move my camera and I wasn't recording anything. So that's nice. Anywho, he's up here. I'll show you what he's looking like. And I have so many freaking spines in my fingers and in my arms because I had to manhandle this beast. Anywho, there he is. Wow, this is actually way bigger than it was last year. Now that I'm looking at it hanging, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah, so I couldn't really figure out how to get this. I think this is the hanger I used last year, but I don't remember what I did because I couldn't get him in the way I thought that I did it last year. But anyways, I got him in eventually, and I got him facing the way that I want. Now he's mostly gonna get morning sun, but it is the afternoon right now, and you can see that he is getting like a little bit kind of like part sun, I guess, or like dappled sun. But this is like east facing the fence, so he'll get nice morning light, which I think is perfect, and then just like some sunlight throughout the rest of the day. So yeah, really happy with how he looks there. Okay, hello everybody. I am catching up with you regarding the cactus and succulents. I have a couple of new guys here, which you've already seen if you watched the long planty video, the long planty vlog that I posted a couple of days ago. But I'm gonna show you again in this video because some people might only watch this one. And then we are also going to do a repot. I have my new growing medium that I'm gonna be trying out, so we're gonna check that out together. I have put the plants out, most of the plants out. I also wanna get my rat tail out there this afternoon. And after we do all that, then these guys are pretty much good for the season, which feels great. Is this crooked? Okay, so the first plant that I have brought back into my collection, this is one that I've had in the past. If you watched me years ago, then you would have seen I had a larger Euphorbia lactea white ghost, and I couldn't really get it growing. I had even tried chopping it and kind of starting it over, and it would always either get like weird marks or it wouldn't grow. I think that a lot of my issues were from not watering it enough. Like I was treating it as more of a cactus, and I think that these like to be treated more as a succulent. So I'm gonna try to stay on top of watering a little bit better and see how this one does for me. But look how cutie he is. He even has like little leaves coming out of the top, which are so adorable. But yeah, I just love how weird this plant is. Like, it's just so interesting and strange. So of course I want to have it in my collection. So I'm actually really happy that I brought this one back in. These two plants that I got are the two that were kind of on my radar for this year, and I'm really happy that I ended up getting both of them. I got these both from Crystal Star Nursery, by the way. Okay, so the second one that I got is, of course, the booby cactus, which again is a plant that I had years ago. I had a bigger one and got rid of it when I moved, but here we are again. I really hope that this is gonna grow well for me. It's so teeny tiny and cute. And with these guys, I think I'm gonna leave them in their nursery pots at least for a while. I mean, I haven't even had these for a week yet, so I'd be a little nervous to go ahead and just start messing around with them. I mean, maybe I could. Let's see if I can like scope out the roots. Like, I have no idea what kind of root system these have. Oh. Uh-oh. I don't think that is good. Did I pull the roots off? Okay, let's just pretend that that never happened. I don't see any roots in there, so I don't know what's going on with him, but I don't like that. Please be okay. Please be okay. I'm not gonna check on the other one. We're just gonna leave them. Oh my gosh, if I just ruined this, honestly, I will be mad. I will be mad because I probably won't get another one until next year. It's okay, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna put him outside and, or her. I'm gonna put her outside and hope for the best here because I may have just messed up its little root system. So, okay. Why does stuff like this always happen to me? Now, why am I so curious and I want to pull this one out now too? I'm trying to like loosen the substrate so I can just pull out the substrate. No, I can't do it. I'm too nervous. Let's just leave him alone. I'm gonna put these outside so they should be in great conditions to really get established out there. I'll give y'all an update at the end of the summer and see what the heck is going on with these. But yeah, those are the newbies here. Okay, so I really want to repot my spiral cactus because it's just in a substrate that I'm not super happy with. It's honestly like mostly perlite. And I want to try out this new substrate that I got. It is the Crystal Star Nursery succulent mix, everyday succulent mix for long-lasting and consistent performance, ideal for use with cacti, succulents, haworthias, caduciforum plants, and other plants that require a well-draining substrate to thrive. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. Looks nice and rocky. I unfortunately watered this morning. After I did it, I was like, why did I do that? Because I knew that I wanted to repot this, but that's okay. Ouch! Oh my gosh. Gotta watch out. This guy has like serious spikes. Okay. I'm gonna try to, what am I gonna do? He's got big chunky roots coming out the bottom as well. Just gonna try to kind of use gravity here. Okay, that was actually easy. I'm gonna reuse this pot because the pot's fine. Maybe I'll give it a little rinse just to get off any kind of algae buildup in there. And then I'll remove as much as I can from the roots. I can actually see that this was in a cactus and succulent mix. It looks like it was the Molly's one, and then I must have ran out and had to use my DIY mix. I keep cracking this. It's like cracked in multiple places, but I'm still gonna use it because I might as well just use it for as long as I can. So let's gently remove. I got a crazy, can you see it? Burn the other day. Oh my gosh, it's an awkward spot to show. But I got burned the other day when I took my sourdough out of the oven. So I don't need any more like scrapes and bruises right now, please and thank you. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to loosen this up enough to, oh yeah, I can, okay. Okay, so I think I got a good amount off. So let's go ahead and start preparing. This is such a crazy plant. Start preparing the new substrate here. Ow. Maybe I can take a little bit out. Make sure it's straight. That is one of the trickiest parts with repotting these guys. Okay, I think that I am happy with that. So this is gonna be his kind of long-term setup. I'm happy with this substrate. I mean, I'm assuming I will be. Like, it looks, ow! It looks really nice and rocky, well draining. He does have a cover pot. I think I left it outside. I am gonna water him through, of course. I actually need to water some of the other ones outside, so we'll go out there together momentarily. Or I guess right now, really. What else do I have to do? I think this is the only, one that I'm actually gonna be repotting right now. Everyone else is good this year. Maybe next year I will have more repots to do. Even this one didn't need to get done. It was just a preference for me. That's kind of a nice thing about these types of plants. They're not super high maintenance in terms of repots and whatnot. I just kind of had so many at once that there would always be, you know, repots that needed to get done, especially as I would get new ones in and they needed to get established and everything. So anywho, let's pop outside now. I'm just gonna do one dropper full of my cactus and succulent fertilizer that I use. Do a little swish. Okay, here's an overview of how the deck is looking. I think that it is looking so cute. It was looking rough in the spring and honestly the early summer, so I'm glad that I've kind of pulled things together out here. I always look forward to having the cactus and succulent stand set up. I also did bring out a begonia, and this is the first time I think I've ever had the rat tail outside, so it'll be nice to see how he enjoys the season out here. I know this isn't a cactus, but I did decide to put this begonia out here as well because it just looks so nice up against this kind of trellis area. It's about to bloom. I think I might actually start this over from cuttings again in the fall like I did last year because it just grows so quickly. And then of course we have these guys over here that I just watered, looking very cute. This stand definitely doesn't look as full as it has in prior years, but I'm still really happy with it. I also brought out the 2 new ones as well, so hopefully they will settle right in. And then we have these guys down here. So yeah, I think that that is pretty much it. You already saw the monkey tail outside. I have been watering that with the hose. I probably will head out with the watering can within the next couple of days just to give it some liquid fertilizer as well, because I tend to do both. The slow release is there as kind of a nice backup for if I don't get out there as often as I would like with the liquid. But yeah, I just can't believe how much that plant has grown. Like, I was even just the other day looking at old footage. By old I mean like from the fall. I didn't realize how much it grew over the winter, which is crazy. I don't think it's ever gone that wild before, but I guess it just loved being under the Versa light. It went absolutely wild. I honestly think it put on like a foot of growth, which is crazy, and so many new arms as well. So we might actually have to repot that one next year. But I think that that's going to be it for this year's annual cactus and succulent video. So thank you so much for joining me. Once again, I think that this is like, I don't know, my 4th or so year doing this, which is kind of crazy. So I will link last year's video down below if you're interested in seeing it and seeing the kind of growth progress that we've had over the past year. But other than that, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.